I don't know the rules to this whole public sort of, having an audience. So language and topics and things like that.
We're an adult stream except for when Brian has his son there sitting next to him watching the game.
Which is not at the moment. So.
Not at the moment. Yeah. He will usually give us warning. So, yeah. But other than that, yeah, I mean, we're an adult show. You know, it'll happen. You know, I'm just not looking for constant berating of cuss words and all that other fun stuff, you know, but...
You'll generally not hear any coming from me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, Duff is echoing because I have my mic. Okay, yeah, I need to turn that off on my stream deck. Thanks, Wes. Yeah, I've got 2 different inputs set up for OBS. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait for Shadow to go. All right, connected. I think we're all in. We're all in Discord. I believe we're ready.
Just getting myself ready, but if you want to start moving along, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll do introductions. Since we have a replacement reporting in today somehow, though we haven't figured quite out how to get him in the game. But no worries. We'll always figure it out, you know, even if it's through pain. But let's do introductions. Let's get this game started. Hopefully, we've got a big storm moving in. We're about to get slammed here about 10, so hopefully it won't affect us. But no promises once it hits quarter to 10 o'clock, because I believe we're going to get waylaid here in Dallas about that time of the storm. Anyway, Felino, you're up first. Let's do introductions, please.
So, Felino is the 10th level Wood Elf Druid.
Monk. Linder.
Hello, everybody. I'm playing Linder Balstina. I'm a 10th level half-elf bard wizard.
That's right, Wes. You've been replaced. What's up, half-baked? Oh, wait. Linda, I got to remember that's
that is
you.
Me.
I know. I just don't. They don't correspond half the time, you know? That's funny.
Yeah, I understand.
Quetzal.
I am Quetzal, the lizardfolk fighter paladin of 10th level.
Shadow, are you ready?
I am Shadow, the Tabaxi Scout, and I am just about ready.
And
Kieran. We'll go with Kieran.
Kieran. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kieran. The first day's silent. Kieran. Okay. I'm going to butcher that, so go ahead. Introduce yourself, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hey, first I'd just like to say thank you. Appreciate the invite. I'm looking forward and very excited. I'm Kieran, a high elf wizard. Have a very special hat that I like to wear. Don't ask too many questions. But I keep it on most of the time and like to make sure that it stays on my head.
Okay. All right. You know what? Robert, you know what? You know what? I take care of stuff in the game. You don't worry. Look at Robert over there in chat telling me what he needs to be doing. You know what? If I want to take y'all's magical items, I'll take them. Yeah, he's got it. He gave him a couple items that came over from Savric's character. He's got them in there.
Eventually, you're supposed to give that to someone. That's why I was mentioning it.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, I was just a case, and if I didn't put it in there, y'all would notice and look like you did already. So I said, put it in there. So basically, Savric will have somewhere left the scene, and on his way up, he runs into Kieran, and he gives it to Kieran. And somehow Kieran's going to get down here in a little bit, but let's pick up the action because we've got a predicament going on, and I misread a little bit of information for Linder, so we'll start that off. But yeah, the group finished.
I'm in danger.
You were in danger somewhat, but as always, you have to read. You went into this room, an area, without me having a chance to really read up on it yet, so I had a chance to kind of clear and read over the area and all, and you have a little bit of breathing room about to give you here. The group would finished searching this castle down in the 7th level and discovering that there was some magical energy around it that shrunk everybody down to a very small size. They searched the area, got rid of a fairy dragon that was tormenting a construct in here, and decided to rest and wanted to check out, at the end of the last session, a portal, one of the many portals that have inhabited these levels that go all sorts of places, but they really haven't really messed with most of them. But the curiosity got the cat in this one in the name of Linder, and Linder decided to answer the riddle, step through the portal, and when he did, the portal basically took out the rest of his party members and knocked them stone. Actually, if I remember, it's just restrained. Let me check on that. If I remember correctly, it knocked them out, but they didn't kill them. Yeah, but they are restrained and unable to move for the time being. And you ended up in a small room with not much in it, but I'll give you a better explanation of it here in a second. But were there any other questions? Kieran, we'll get you in here in a second, so bear with me for a moment. Trying to figure out how exactly where we're gonna. Normally, I would just put you on our, be torture rack and all that, and they'd have to rescue it. But they haven't run into anything like that lately. Our good old trope there. But yes, the main party group is passed out or is restrained on the ground. Have fallen. The power of the gate has knocked them out. You, however, here's what you actually see in this little room. This room that you are in, Linder, and do you have them here? Let me send this to you again, just so you know where you're at. Okay.
I got the map, no worries.
Yeah. So that's just a small, empty little room you're in.
Yep.
To the little area right there you see is basically, you can tell that there's a secret door right there, not the gate. You can see that there's some etching of the gate, but it looks like you're on the other side of the gate, so to speak. That makes sense. But you can see that there's a door there. Where that
right, where my arrow's pointing there?
Yeah, well, where my 5-foot line.
Oh, the orange line.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a painting of the Mad Mage.
My bad. That's actually on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I read that. I read that completely wrong. The way they had the pin on this map is different from the pin on the DM map, and I was thinking that was inside that room, but it's not. It's all part of the room that you're actually in. So you, other than that, it's completely dark, but you see that you can the outline of a small door there.
All right, I'm gonna start fiddling with it, see if I can figure out the door.
Yeah, it actually doesn't take much to release the latch, and it opens up, and you will see this. While the rest of your party is they get to be on vacation for the moment. You're going to see into this room and kind of heads down a little bit. And what I was saying is you can see that there is a writing desk with a chair. There's a couple of cushioned divans on rugs. Behind the desk, coming off the wall, we'll put it right. Let's say our desk is right here, so to speak. There are 3 copper pneumatic tubes fastened to the wall, and there are below that is a shelf full of empty copper canisters that you can see. You step out, and there's a bed right in front of you, however, here along the wall, and you turn and look back at the wall, and you can see that the door pushed out into the room. Okay. And when you come around and push it back, it's a frame of it's a gate, but it's also a picture of a wild-eyed looking wizard.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So the painting is just like the door, and it just swings off the wall.
Yep. And the same riddle is appears on the archway, the stone above in the archway. What appears once in an hour, twice in a blue moon, but never in sunshine.
Yeah.
And you are sitting there in your gate, all of a sudden, as you step through and all that, powers down.
Okay.
Does that mean
What's up,
we're
Frank
no
House?
longer paralyzed?
Y'all are y'all are out for a moment. Yeah, y'all are completely paralyzed on the ground, unable to move. You'll know for how long in a little while.
I thought I said last time it lasted for a minute.
No, it's not permanent.
As the channel pauses in recognition for the presence of King Bashman in chat, we humbly bow before you.
Frank House, we are in the middle of Mad Mage. We are on level 7. Most of the group is. Unfortunately, we have a split party, and one of the maps you do not see is one of their companions step through a gate, and he's somewhere else right now. But he has that map. So, I'm sorry, Linder. So you're moving around.
Yep.
So yeah, we got to play this out for a little bit because you guys are you don't know it, but you're restrained for about an hour.
So a short rest.
Yeah, you got to.
Hey.
Yeah, actually, I guess you could give you all a short rest there. Actually, well, that's kind of funny. Boom, you can have a short rest. Okay. Yeah, y'all are on vacation. As Linder, yeah, and you see a door. You don't recognize any thing where you're at, stuff like that. So, gonna go to that door, sir?
I'm going to attempt to check the door for traps first.
See you, Jeff.
Hey, Duff, you should update the map on the street.
Well, if I don't know how to show the map where he's at without showing it to you. It probably doesn't matter. The moment.
Right, I want to see where he's at.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. So, yeah, I know you do. All right, here we go.
All right, I don't do these rolls very often. What do you want me to do?
You can do me perception investigation, whichever you'd like to do. Senior.
Okay.
Let's see. Where's my
tower?
Music? Nope. You're right out in the open. It doesn't appear to be trapped, but you're not sure.
Okay. I guess I'll just try the door.
You open the door. It's not trapped. It's not locked either.
Perfect.
You have a hallway. Goes down and bends around the corner. He's walking along. All right. He's going to peek around the corner. You're going to see into another room here. You see some peeking around Malcove and room. You still peek around the corner. You see another one. What you see is a hole directly in front of you in the floor. You can kind of see into the rest of this room as you're looking. Okay. And it's a 10-foot square stone shaft.
Okay. Does it just go down?
Yep.
Okay.
Only goes down. And you can see there's a floor below because it looks like it only goes down about 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
But there's more. Well, let me say that you say the shaft's about 10 feet, but then you can see there's a drop and there's more down below that. But your dark vision is pegging that it, something down there below that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. There you see 6 alcoves in the room. That's about it.
I'm going to come over here and check this door.
Oh my gosh. You don't detect anything about the doors other than there's doors.
Okay. I want to try it. Try the door.
You can open them up. See a hallway and 2 double doors to your left. He's a very brave elf, isn't he?
That's
folks?
me.
You see another hallway and continue with more doors.
Oh,
now while he's messing with that, we'll get our new character in on the game, he can, since we're having some fun here, Siren, you'll have followed the directions from Savrix as he relayed to you what was going on with the group. You were sitting down here looking for the group. You were looking for some adventurers sent in by Praetor, and because Savrix has been called away to another mission, you've been sent to replace him. He sent you down to this level, telling you just to find the large dark cavern and just walk toward the center of it until you find. Yeah, we have some loot cards. Yes, we do, Frank House. There are loot cards. You can do. I think it's same mine. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I think. To follow the cavern, and you will find a castle in the center of the cavern, and you do. And you see lots of rocks. You see some Umber Hulk shells, and you move into the castle, and you will find your companions laying on the floor. Nice. Yeah, and here they'll have. And they're all they're all laying on the floor, and they're not moving, but they're
taking a short rest.
Well, somewhat like a short rest, but they're unable to move. Yeah, and they're all just kind of laying straight out like planks, laying on the floor and blinking. And you kind of walk in and look at the three of them there, and they're staring up at you, unable to move, unable to speak.
All right. And you said companions, so we assume we're on friendly terms. I would have descriptions.
You would know who they names. Are. Yeah. We'll just get right on to the game.
What's the secret password?
Praetor's a dork.
All right, so I'll approach Quetzal, and I'll give him just kind of like a cat would tilt his head sideways and take a look at him. Quetzal, are you okay?
He can't speak.
Quetzal. I'll move over.
And you know that he doesn't speak much, and we call him Quetzal the Quiet anyway.
Kind of take a look at Shadow, Felonial. I was just kind of gauging the scenario. I guess they're both in the same catatonic state here.
Yep.
I'll make efforts to move like a foot or anything to try to bring them to. Their eyes are open, you said, but it looks like they can't move.
Yeah, that's right. So what you got to push through the room. They have fallen down. There are hundreds of empty chests and trunks in this room, kind of piled high and all that. And they've kind of fallen in between them, and you're walking a narrow path between these stacks of chests and all that. They're all empty, but they're neatly stacked and all that. Some type of organization. Are they
all open?
You get to some are, some aren't, but it looked like it's very dusty in here. And maybe when they fell down, they knocked a few over. Maybe you have to pull a couple off the top of them because they're maybe they fell down and some of the chest stuff kind of fell on top of them. So, and you're looking at a wall to the north wall. There is a large looking archway that has some writing in common above it that says what appears once in an hour, twice in a blue moon, and never in sunshine.
North here then?
Yeah, no. North. Where's my compass? Now, unless I tell you, normally north will always be to the north.
Got it. Okay.
Up. Yeah.
So it's written. There's an archway over here. Then
that's right. That's what that 15-foot line is. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big ass archway then. And I could walk through it to go to the next room.
No, there's a wall there. No, there's an archway, but there's this wall.
Got it. Any chance you could paste that in the chat? The little riddle you read off.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Man, you know how easy that is.
So I take another look at Shadow, and just for the obvious, but blink if you understand me.
Can I blink?
Maybe just a little bit of flicker in his eyelid.
If it's detectable, I can take it. Blink once if you if you just can't move at all.
A little bitty shiver.
Got it. Got it. Oh boy,
They
it's a
seem
good
to be
time to take all their
breathing.
loot.
They seem to be breathing. Yeah, you could. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be a very different game.
Yep. So yeah, you're kind of at a pause to understand. You have no idea why they're all just the three of them laying on the ground here like this.
Yeah, I was looking around the room to see if I could find any clue. It doesn't appear there was any type of lever that was pulled or anything that triggered. And the door was open when I walked in. This
Yes,
door
it
here
was. Yes, it
to the west.
was. Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting enough that they're spread apart as well, so it didn't happen all together as they walked in the room. They were able to spread a bit. And then, of course, what appears once in an hour, twice in the blue moon, and never in sunshine. Never in sunshine.
Do you answer the riddle?
I'm a little bit nervous. It might knock me out.
Mm-hmm.
What if Quetzal's pretty big though, right?
Oh yeah. And trust me, he has got more stuff on him than is humanly possible for any type of humanoid creature to carry on him. But for somehow Quetzal makes it work.
Is it possible to drag him out the door into this other room?
Certainly. Most certainly you can.
I'm gonna give that a whirl.
You can pull him out. Yeah. Not a problem.
But no luck.
That he begins to move? Nope. He just blinks at you. The blinking's working, but he can't do anything else. And they are breathing. So that didn't, whatever's did that didn't stop him from being able to breathe.
Yeah, that's a good part. Internal organs seemed fine. Oh boy. This is a good one.
While he's thinking, we go back to Linder. Because Linder is wanting to play. You got some double doors in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I haven't found traps yet, so it's unlikely that there's any in the vicinity. If I get hit with it, I get hit with it. I have a pretty bad chance of detecting it anyway.
You can check for the door. You can roll for me, please.
Okay.
You have no idea. You can't tell at all. These locks.
Yeah.
Something's funny with these locks. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's locked.
I think it's locked. You really port your perception there. You can't even tell if there is a lock.
All right, I'm going to ignore these doors for now.
Yeah, you're sitting there. Yeah, when you're sitting there, all of a sudden you hear coming from somewhere back to the north of the hallway around the corner, somewhere down, you heard a door go. It's like double doors just slam really hard and shut.
Oh. I'm corner peeking.
You see the hallway continue on down, and then you begin to see a little rubble on the ground. Yep, you'll see more. And you'll see it also several holes in the wall.
Okay. Looks like Umber Hulks have been going through the wall here.
Somewhat. There's a little bit bigger holes, but there are some. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll see more, and You can kind of see that they go farther down that way.
Okay.
Something's going on around there. He's just traipsing along. Okay.
I'm going to start being sneaky.
See the hallway continue up to the north, and it looks like it opens up into another area. You can see double doors to the north. You also see off to the side here on the right hand side a huge 9-foot tall statue stands there looking out of a mage with hair just shooting out everywhere and mad bulging eyes and a cackle on his face, if it could be actually etched in stone. A cackle.
Okay. I take it you saw what I just rolled.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I probably
Yeah.
made some noise.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
kept skipping on. You hit a couple some rocks that you were going by that fell down there, and they skirted along. You hit the wall a few times like a pinball. Yeah, and you come around the corner here, or you move closer to corner, and you see the same statue also staring straight out across into the room. Both of them staring almost directly at each other. It's about a 10-foot high hallway in the ceiling area here. And they're both large, 9-foot tall statues.
Geez, somebody's got a little bit of an ego thing going on.
You cross over as you move through there. This sound just erupts from both statues. Boom bada, boom bada.
Okay.
It just echoes through the whole area.
All right. It's a little concerning, but it didn't appear to do anything, actually. I'm going to check these doors.
They're doors.
Yeah. Okay. They're
Isn't
not
that
trapped
nice?
then? Or at least not that I can detect?
That you can detect.
Okay. I'll try the doors. I'll open them.
All right, you open the doors. Well, you open the doors, and you can only see about halfway into the room. It is heavily obscured in front of you, and smoke begins to billow out of the doors. But this room is just heavy smoke filled. And it's starting to flow out, but it seems, it doesn't seem like it's dissipating much, but there's a ton of smoke in here. And we'll hold right there. And we go back to our others, companions. This group, y'all, as you're looking at them, Kieran, and all that, you begin to see that their fingers begin to twitch and their legs are kicking, a little bit. They seem to be coming around.
Awesome. So Quetzal obviously is starting to move.
His tail's starting to thump on the ground. Thump, 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 thump.
All right, so I don't know whether moving him out of that room or not necessarily made a difference. So I'm gonna walk back in and see if these.
You see the two of them. Same thing's happening with them.
This inspirational card.
Excellent.
Oh, Kieran gets an inspiration card. Actually, we'll give him Savrix too. So I need to go over all that. Okay, I will do that in a second. Thank you, sir. You get an inspiration card. So it's Kieran. So what we'll do? Let me real quick. Where are my inspiration cards? What? I don't have them loaded, or did I remove them from this one? No, I didn't. Here they are. Roll me a d20. Kieran, please. Straight up.
I dropped it.
That's
Yep.
11. Silver card. All right. roll on that table, please. Okay. You dramatic entrance, as though we needed this. Oh, come on. Use this card before you act during a surprise round. All enemies within line of sight of you have disadvantage on their next action. So apparently you're going to enter into combat with a flurry of maneuvers. You know, that throws everybody off.
That's a lot for a silver card. Wow.
Yeah. Well, we're finding out that this table's broke. And I've got Wes looking at it. For whatever reason, it is, even with the numbers put in right, I'm rolling it on the DM side. The tables, something's wrong with the tables, and it's the cards don't line up with what the rolls are. So that's why we kept getting gustos and all those other ones, you know. So I'm having him look at it. That's why you're going to roll the D20, then roll off the table itself instead of this nested stuff that's however it was programmed. Not working right. Okay.
Is this something I get to pick, or it just takes effect?
In the notes, on the notes banner over on Fantasy Grounds where it says notes, you know, you can open that up. You'll see a entry that says inspiration cards.
Yep.
It'll go through Sabrix as we'll move some over to you, but you get to have a few, and so what I do in my games here is we need to start using these cards, or they're going to start falling off, guys, because we're stocking them up. Yeah, you can pick it during the game to use. What I'm allowing the guys to do, since we've got 3 inspiration points now, is that if you don't use your inspiration points at the end of a game, you can turn them in for an inspiration card. As long as, but we're gonna cap the cards at 5, so you can have 5 inspiration cards in basically your back pocket, so to speak, and use them during times. So, boom.
Sounds fun.
Okay. So yeah, you begin to notice that the companions are starting to move. They're regaining the use of their limbs.
All right. So I kind of mosey over and ask if they can you guys speak?
He does that, and there's drool comes out the side of his mouth. But he's actually able to he's trying to form words. His lips aren't quite working yet.
Duff, I don't seem to have the inspiration cards module available to me.
Yeah, I closed it. So you got reopen it back up. Yeah, closed it. I was playing around with it, so just reopen it. Should be in your library.
It doesn't show.
I don't see it.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe I took it off the share function. One moment, please. Well, that would be why. Fine, there you go. I turned it off.
Got it.
Yep, that works.
Thank you. They begin to be able to start moving. They're trying to sit up. We've had enough of them being incapacitated. So your companions now are able to tell you you're able to say hello to each other.
You guys got the answered the riddle?
Oh yeah, we answered it, and Linda went through, and it knocked. There was one of these stupid rooms showed up, and it knocked. So basically, anytime we go to one of these portals, it sets off one of these runes, and sometimes it's a beneficial thing, and sometimes it's less so. And this time it was much.
Well, Savric sends his wishes. He had other urgent business to attend. I was sent here as his replacement. I'm Kieran.
Kieran, I'm Millennial. That's Shadow. That's out there is Quetzal. There you go.
Yeah, I drug him outside. Maybe I should go check on him. He can walk now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So here's the other thing, though. Is when you set off these rooms, it seems like if you're not in the room, then you won't get it. So it takes about a minute for the portal to shut down. So I think we should go through one at a time.
What led you to the room here?
We cleared this whole place out and we were leaving. We were done with this level, so we were trying this portal to see where.
Got it.
Any objections to one at a time, or you guys want to get knocked out?
I'd prefer not to get knocked out for sure. So what we know is that if you go through this portal, us three left, we're going to get hammered here.
If you're in the room, if you guys wait in the hallway, you should be fine.
Yeah, you're going to be the tester?
Yeah, I'll go through. The answer is O.
Womp, 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 womp.
Well, we should leave the room.
The portal opens up. Flenniel steps through. The three of you fall to the ground.
Punk.
Unable to move again. And Flenniel steps through. Woo, this is where I got so many maps. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo. Flenniel.
Last time we did that, when they were outside the room, it was fine.
I know. Well, you happen to be incorrect in your assumptions, apparently, don't you think? Flenniel, you find yourself in a small room. A doorway that looks like it's part of the wall is opened up into a room. You step in there and you'll see a bedroom and a desk with some pneumatic tubes and not much else. Now we go back up to the deal. Linder, what are you doing? You see double doors before you and you open them up and there's just smoke billowing in this room.
Yeah, I don't have a way to get through that smoke right now, so I'm not going to yet.
Yeah, it's hanging there, just seems to be churning in on itself.
If I had like a wind wall or something, I might consider trying it, but I don't have that. So I'm going to start heading back. I'm going to try these other doors further down the hall.
Yeah, as you turn around, when you turn around and by the way, all of a sudden you're not sure which statue it was, but you hear a
cute.
And you hear some double doors somewhere, down out of the way slam. Flinty, you may actually hear that too. You hear somewhere off in the distance, so the door to the room to your south is open. You hear some huge stone double doors just slam shut. Bam.
All right, I'm going to search this bed area, see if there's anything here.
Nope. It seems to be made. Haven't been slept in a while. It looks like. It's there's a little dusty in there. Not much dust though, which you would expect that Thanks to him. No, it's a comfortable mahogany bed. It's bedpost topped with imp carvings, but there is nothing under it. You can check the desk. You see the tubes, the copper pneumatic tubes, and a bunch of canisters below them, but you don't see anything in the room, though.
I'll check the desk. Where's it?
Yeah, that's where that line is. Yeah. There's a couple of drawers, and there's nothing in the drawers. Nope, hadn't been used in a while.
Yeah, look for secret compartments or false bottoms.
You don't find any.
Okay, well then I will move out.
Mm-hmm. All right, Linder.
And sneaking, I got my hood up.
Yeah.
And I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. All right, Linder, you're gonna.
I'm checking the door.
Okay. Holy moly, what was that? Hello. Yeah.
I clicked it and it didn't roll. I clicked it again, didn't roll. I double clicked and there you go.
Yeah, you're fine. The doors doesn't seem to be locked.
I was checking for traps.
You don't seem to find any. What's up, Tombstone?
Okay, I'm gonna try opening the door.
You open the door. Make me a stealth check. All right. You open the door to see this.
I'm continuing to move though.
You're fine. Just hold right there. Because Linder's found something. So you open up the room and you see the room is filled with a green flame light because there are some 8-foot tall stone braziers in the room here. Let's just say they're kind of in the corner, on the side of the room. About a 20-foot high room. You see 2 floating eyeball-looking creatures, kind of just floating there, looking at you. And they look at what you see in the north side of the wall. There are some stone shelves, and you seem to have seen there's stuff stacked in there, books and maybe it looks like parchment and all that. And there seems to be there's a couple. You see some copper, like some plating under the shelves. Can't read what they say, but these, you crack open the door, and the room it's definitely hot, dry, lit up in green, because you can see the green brazier, and these 2 creatures are just floating there.
Okay.
You see that there's a hallway it goes off to the northwest there. Here, and I'll open that door. Sorry. Boom.
We are going to step away because I don't know what those are. And I don't want to get into a fight that I can't handle on my own.
That's
probably smart.
Okay. And Felinial, you move around. You come into this room, seeing these alcoves, and you see a big stone 10-foot by 10-foot hole in the floor.
I will look down the hole.
Yeah, you see it's 10-foot shaft, and then it opens up into another room below that looks like it's, 10, 20 feet down to the floor, maybe. Your 60-foot of dark vision will show you that there's another room there.
What's down that
way? You find a hallway. What about you, Linder?
Continuing down the path of doors.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be.
I'll give the door a try.
You open up the door, and you see you're immediately hit with the sense you can smell it's water. It's damp in the air. You see some sinks lining the wall. You can smell soap. You can then hear. No, you can begin to hear something. You could see there's a line of sinks here, and you hear movement, and you could see somebody comes across. It looks like a one second, cool boy. This map, 1 second, because I got to bring up. Holy moly! I got so many damn. We're on this
Maps.
level. Yeah, I'm getting there. Hold on. Oh, y'all need to see it. Oh, y'all want to see? Okay, hold on.
Oh no, I was just answering for you.
Whoa, what's going on?
One moment as the channel pauses in recognition for the presence of Static 367 in chat. We humbly bow before you.
Humbly. You see a female tiefling scrubbing pots, taking some off of one sink, walking over to another, and then moves out of your line of sight.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep moving on.
Shut the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You may move around there, and all of a sudden you look through your double doors, and you see Filineal peeking around a corner there.
Oh.
He didn't leave you after all.
Hey.
Linda, there you are.
Yes, I'm alive. How did you guys fare? Is everybody else?
Well, you went through and we all got paralyzed for about an hour or so. We laid on the floor. And then I came through, and they were supposed to come up behind me, and they didn't. So I imagine they may be laying there paralyzed again.
Okay. Well, should we go wait for them
then? Probably a good idea. So,
okay.
Well, have you seen anything?
There's some beings in here. I'm not sure if they're friendly or hostile. There's a tiefling up further up that hallway in one of those rooms. Looks like she's cooking or cleaning up after cooking.
Dishes. Looks like she's cleaning pots and pans. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then on the further door up that a further door up that hallway, there's a couple of green floaty guys behind there. I'm not sure what they were, but they did not look very friendly.
Didn't we see something like that before when we were doing the dragon?
Actually, in Dragon Heist, you would have seen them, Linder. Sorry, yeah, you would have actually seen what these creatures were.
So they were beholders?
No, they're smaller. They're a
small
version of them.
They're
small
called things, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep.
They're mini beholders.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 of those I saw. And then there's another room filled with smoke.
Yeah, probably best to wait for everybody else. Oh yeah, and Sav vanished and apparently Praetor sent somebody else. So there's a new guy. So we probably.
Saverick was feeling homesick. He couldn't handle it anymore.
He couldn't hang.
Moved you back.
I'm going to sit on the bed.
Okay, I'll set the destiny.
Yeah, okay. Well, y'all, pass the time away. Yeah, you're standing there and you sit there, Filineal, and you're looking at everything, and you begin to then also know there's some little labelings under the tubes. And the 3 tubes, one of them says headmaster's office, the second one says kitchen, and the third one says study hall.
Headmaster and study hall?
And kitchen.
Say, hey Linda, we found Hogwarts.
This is an odd place for a school. Also, what is a hogwart? Can you get a disease from pigs?
Oh, boo.
Yeah, I hear there's a swine
flu. Boo. Boo.
Oh God! Did somebody crossbreed a pig with a frog?
Who knows? So we wait until the portal opens up.
Yep.
All right, well, okay, so we'll wait since apparently we're on standby mode, and then so they're waiting, and about an hour passes, and 3 of you begin to get your senses back. You begin to be able to pick yourself off the floor. About an hour passes.
Well, that sucked.
Yep.
So just to move in and see if Filineal is indeed gone.
Oh yeah,
obviously he is.
Yeah, and there's the gate. There's just wall in there. You don't hear any humming. Nothing's happening.
I wonder if we could all say it at the same time. So clearly, 2 of our comrades have gone through this thing and disappeared. Our effort most likely is to join them. Oh, I'm not even in the same room with you guys anymore.
Yeah, Shadow ran away. Quetzal just stares at you. You'll get used to Quetzal sooner or later.
I'll look at Quetzal and do you want to go next?
Blank stare.
Okay, you go next.
So the answer to the riddle is no.
I'm gonna watch.
Is what?
Is it snow?
Nothing happens when you say.
You've heard the answer.
Quetzal's dumb. He doesn't pay attention. Riddles are too much for his reptile brain.
He says snow, and nothing.
It's too much
happens.
like a word problem.
Here you see this above the door, Quetzal. What appears once in an hour, twice in a blue moon, and never in sunshine.
So I'm a wizard. I'm just gauging him. You know, I give him this. I look at him. You know, my assumption is I don't know him that well. I've actually been described him, I guess. I look at him sort of these up and down, like top to bottom. He's this big, massive guy. And then it's like the realization, and I look at him, and I say, the answer is O.
The gate is open.
Quetzal nods and then walks.
I'm gonna time it and walk through it at the same time.
You're gonna try to time it?
Yep, if it's possible.
You can you're stepping through, and actually you go through, Quetzal, you get pulsed back, fall to the ground, stiff as a board. Shadow, you fall to the ground, stiff as a board.
Okay.
Another flash. And Kieran, you find yourself. Apparently we're going to have to do this 2 more times. Since I already can tell they're not going to...
We're not going to figure it out.
Yeah.
So the portal opens and Kieran comes.
Yeah, you see it go whoomp whoomp whoomp, and the door, the painting is in the archway, and y'all open that up, and all of a sudden the hole, but where the paint is, it just fills up with the magic. Yeah.
I say, good job, and then I run through the portal.
You go back the other direction.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Hey, wait.
Oh shit. No, it's what he said. Why didn't it generate it for me? Hey, now that ain't funny.
There's no rune on this one.
You didn't see it. They see a rune now. As soon as you jump through, same ruin actually shows up for you guys. And so, Kieran, you're going to step through here. Flinio's going to step through and show up back here. Wow, I'm having to generate this. Let me see if I can put this on the map. We got 2 maps sitting here. Oh, it's going to cover up the, hold on a second, folks. I'm trying to figure out how to do this and show it right, but I'm not sure there's going to be a way to do this properly. Now we're not going to worry about it. So Flinio drops through, but Linder, you're laying on the bed, and all of a sudden, you can't move. And Kieran, all of a sudden, you fall to the floor. Stiff. And now the only one that can move is Flinio.
Okay. I grab Quetzal and drag him back through.
You can do that.
So then I drag him through, and I go back through, and I'll go find Shadow, and I'll grab him, and I'll take him back through. So we're all
Fine.
in the
Perfectly done. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Yeah, it's yeah.
And then I'll come back to the desk and I'll wait for him to wait.
Sits back down. Okay, there we go. You want what you should do? We'll put it. You place them all on the bed next to Linder, and they're all just nice and lined up on a comfy bed.
You did that, not me. I left him in the closet.
Oh, you will leave him in the closet? Okay. Sorry, guys. He doesn't think highly of you. He puts you in the closet. Okay. We wait an hour. Then the group begins to get their senses about him. The portal powers down.
Well, that was unpleasant.
I give Quetzal a pat on the back. Good to meet you. And I walk out here.
So where are we?
Don't know. Oh, here's my weather warning. Oh, it means the storm's coming. Yay! I need to answer that email.
We're in this room, and there's some other rooms, and Linder saw some other guys out there, and that's.
Do we know what level?
Nope. You do not.
It might.
Well,
be
this could be fun.
So what is in these vials?
They're just copper canisters. What you're seeing is what you think is pneumatic tubes. Okay. You know, your bank deposit tubes.
It's like a message. Yeah, it's probably a message system or something.
Yeah, and Flaneal detected that the 3 tubes below them say, what I say, headmaster's office,
kitchen, and
study hall.
Study hall. Yep.
And the room we're in is like a bedroom. You said there's a bed there and
a desk and a bed. Mm-hmm.
So someone rather important's room, I would assume.
Could be.
Okay.
Well, Kieran, how are you at sneaking around?
Well, I guess Kieran ought to tell you a little bit about himself, since now he's got all of you there together.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. As far as sneaking goes, I have quite an interesting ability to kind of be able to move along without being detected. It's not any big secret, invisibility.
Well, I have pass without trace that I can cast unlimited times for my stats. So if you can just sneak around, then we just gotta worry about.
That's a pretty potent staff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna target everybody, and I'm going to do a pass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, pass without trace just means no marks, no footprints, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, you can only be tracked by magic, and it adds +10 to your stealth.
Or by sight, or by hearing.
It does help hide you. It adds you like shadows and silence and stuff, but it basically adds 10 to your stealth rolls to the game mechanic.
Oh wow!
But you gotta stay within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, no problem there.
Is there anything else that you need to tell us before we move on?
Basically, you tell them what you are. A fighter wizard.
Yep. So, I'm trained in the art of blade singing. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. It's a elvish tradition.
Ooh,
I have
nice.
I can do a little performance, if you will. Just sort of flourish my short swords in this dancing style routine. Can I roll a performance roll just to see if I'm cool?
Yeah. Let's see if they think you're cool. Oh boy!
Sometimes you put your foot in your mouth.
Apparently, yeah, they all kind of three look at each other and go, "Yeah, maybe we should be getting on our way."
If my hat falls off, if my hat falls off, I stop immediately and pick it up and put it on my head, and I look like I'm embarrassed.
Real quick before we take off, do you prefer the short sword, or would you rather have one of these? And I pull out this other rapier.
No, I prefer the short sword. Thank you.
He has two of them.
Indeed. Yeah, I have two. That's right.
Okay.
I wear studded leather armor. And I have ability to cast a myriad of spells. Trained as a wizard for most of my life. I'm actually quite old, and compared to your well, I guess you're human, Linda, right?
No, I'm half elf.
Half elf, got it. And I don't know much about Quetzal or Shadow, to be honest. I don't know them personally. I don't know if the elf would have any clue what their races are, but I'm not that familiar with them. But I'm hundreds of years old.
Oh. Okay.
So I've been around a while.
I'm a nice young 135.
Yep. I'm 300 years old. So I've been around a while. I've crossed over many areas, many territories, many lands, studying. I learned the Gnomish language specifically because I had found some ancient texts that I needed to know how to read, so I self-taught myself to read those books. I don't know the story with Praetor, but I'm here to join you, so I don't know if there's a sort of a hierarchy of command or anything of that sort. I assume that we're all
with this group?
Even.
No, you're
It's
rejects.
anarchy.
Nice. Rejects. That makes sense.
Right. Let's go to.
Oh, the tokens have been locked. Lovely.
And it doesn't take
Oh,
much
here.
for you guys to notice that I'm actually bald as an elf.
All right. Hold on. I'm moving. Yeah. So there, the tokens are unlocked now. Sorry. I may have changed the map, so we're putting all of y'all on there. Okay. Yeah, you move into y'all coming around the corner. Quetzal, you can join them. The rooms looks a little bit different this time. As you'll come there, there's you hear double doors. All of y'all hear double doors. Somewhere past the double doors to the north there, you hear some slam really, really hard. It kind of shakes the area a little bit. And there's a faint red mist surrounding. Okay, Shadow walks right up to it. It was coming.
That's a hole, Shadow, not a column.
There's a hole. Yeah. Shadow looks down, and might hold right there. There is this red mist, just kind of floating, and you kind of see that it's encompassing you, and it floats up through past you over your head, Shadow, and you can see that you look down in the passageway there that's going down, and you see looks like liquid kind of trailing down the sides of water droplets trailing down the sides of the walls there. And as you check it, you begin to see that it has the color red on it. And this mist wafts over you, and you feel this mist. All of a sudden it begins to seep into your body, Shadow. You make your save. However, on a successful create, you.
If it's a half damage to him, remember he has.
Yeah, it's actually. I'm sorry, that sounds wrong. So it's beginning to envelop you, and all of a sudden it's wanting to pull. It's wanting to enter your body, Shadow, but you saved it. So you can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or 5 feet to the side.
I guess 5 feet back.
Okay, so you can just step 5 feet back, and you begin to see this mist start to form. It looks something like this as it starts to coalesce.
Oh, lovely.
Crimson Mist.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to know what that means, so don't look it up. Y'all can roll initiatives. I did not hide it well.
No, you did not.
Do, 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 do. And away we go. This thing, yes, begins to coalesce in a form, and you see this mouth forming in and out of the mist, slowly moving up and down, fangs. It doesn't appear friendly, just so you know. Quetzal runs in. Quetzal, make me a religion check.
Ooh.
Por favor.
No.
Never mind.
Nope.
Never mind.
Must have
Quetzal
missed
did not
that
attend
sermon.
that class in school that day.
You probably did attend most
Mm-hmm.
religion classes. It was
That's probably true.
practicing.
Really, dog? Really?
This is Doog. That's how they do.
Storms are coming, so they're all going to start winging out, especially my oldest. Okay. Kapowie. Gave it some damage.
I think that's all I can do, because extra attack only applies to melee weapons. Or to
That's correct.
weapons.
Correct.
So this thing coming up out of this, I can't see it. This hole, yeah. What size is it? So the squares are 5 feet. It's 10 foot or larger.
It's coming out. It's coalesce. So it was big mist, and you see it starting to shrink down in, taking a more solid form. Sorry. So yeah, it's coming down. It seems to be shrinking to a medium size.
Got it. I have no idea what this thing is. I'm going to give it just a chill touch.
Y'all have not encountered this beast before, and you can think.
You're gonna poke it?
I think Wesley bought that for y'all. He did.
Thanks, kids. Kieran, did you update your chill touch to 2d8 yet?
Did he? I don't know.
Looking now.
Chill touch.
That's
no,
1d8.
we didn't here. You
I got it.
Yeah, you know how to do it. Yeah, you're fantasy ground proficient.
Well, I'm learning. But that should do it, I think. Won't matter.
He missed it.
Do you have your inspirations checked?
You do have inspiration. So you have 3 inspirations, all of you do, and you may choose to use a point of inspiration if you want to re-roll that.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So
I don't want
check
to
one
miss
off.
my very
uncheck one.
first one.
Yep. And throw it again, sir.
All right, one checked.
Yep. You did? You're good.
Oh no.
Well, so far with the group, you've failed a performance check and you're not inspired, man. Praetor chose well.
You fit right in here, man.
I'm gonna move just a little back. I'm not feeling the glory. I'm gonna just kind of give a corner check here, and I'll pass.
Welcome to the group, they say. All right, Millennial.
Alrighty, I'll step out over there. And I think I'll start out with.
It succeeded. It took none of that damage.
Okay, this guy's immune to necrotic. Okay.
And Flinny runs back to the corner. Sorry, not funny. Okay.
I will step forward.
Okay.
And I will try to lash out with my dagger.
You may. You slice into it. It took some damage.
I will use my cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
And run away.
All right, so this creature will coalesce into one square now. However, what is its movement? Sorry, I'm trying to understand something. This has got to be a typo. This is from the Creature Codex. This is from the lovely people over at who did the Creature Codex? That was Cobalt Press. Yep.
He looks awesome.
Yeah, came from them. But I'm trying to understand. It says it moves up to its speed, but then they have speed of 0. It doesn't make sense.
It probably has a fly speed, huh?
It has something, but they've missed it there. So I'm gonna give. It's just gonna hover. It's not gonna move. It's not gonna have a lot of. So what happened is Shadow jumps away, and the creature basically is moving toward Shadow, but then runs into Quetzal here. But we're not going to give it much movement because I don't want to cheat it out, but also it does say that it can move up to its speed and do stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what's happening there. So it begins to coalesce, and you see the mist starting to wrap around you, your arms, and encircling you, Quetzal. And it enters your space. Now you may choose a point of inspiration, Quetzal, if you want to re-roll that save. Want me to re-roll it for you?
It's a dex save. I have no chance.
Okay. It basically, y'all begin to see the mist forms and wraps around Quetzal. It has engulfed him. And Quetzal, it begins to engulf you. You begin to lose your breath as it's enveloping you, and you...
Could we tell if he's casting a spell when he does that?
Who?
This creature.
You don't see you just see it mist as it moves around him, and you see basically you see Quetzal just freeze up, and this mist is formed around him, and then you see like that mouth and these two large fangs, kind of, you know, they're coming out of the mouth, and they just like embed right into Quetzal's neck. And okay, Quetzal has nothing else he can do for the moment as it sits there. Boom. Linder.
Okay. I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
Yep.
And
Now,
then I'm
this
gonna hit him
creature and
with
Quetzal are in the same square. So you
Okay.
understand what's happening here. It's enveloped him.
If I roll a ranged spell attack on him, is there going to be risk of hitting Quetzal with it?
It would be the same. Yes. They are one and the same right now.
Oh, lovely.
Now, make me an intelligence check, Linder.
Okay. Just intelligence or a skill?
See if you can. Yeah, just intelligence. Just seeing if you're smart enough to figure this out. Yeah. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So what you're seeing is you see the mist is coalescing around Quetzal and all that, but you definitely look like you can pull him away from the mist.
It's a little late for that.
Well, you said as you were misty stepping away, you saw that.
Great. Lovely. All right.
Okay. Really straight. I gotta ask
I
about
do
this.
still have some motion. I do still have movement.
Well, you can, if you want to take it back and move him out of that, you know, I'm okay with that. But I just love messing with you. So
yeah, that would be great. Okay, yeah, I will attempt to pull him backwards.
Okay, so I need a DC strength check, please. As you try to do that, please. You're unable to do that.
Give me a second. One moment.
What's that?
One moment. I'm probably gonna end up using my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
But I might also use one of my cards.
Okay. Please feel free.
Cards.
Yeah. Don't forget about your cards. They're important.
I am going to use one of my Gusto cards.
Gusto by Linder. Why did it? Oh, wait. Hey, whoa. Why did my cards not come up right? What the bleep? Let me open. This is this deck. I'm going to fix this. So, I think Gusto was there.
It has my charisma mod.
Yeah, I can't load. Mine aren't loading right. What the hell? So, okay. So, please use that. I'm going to have to fix these cards.
Yay!
So, yeah,
it's an 8 now.
You still don't. So, we used your card. And he still doesn't move. And you take 7 points of necrotic damage as you begin to feel the creature slashes onto you, and you see it pulling away as you pull your arm out of it, and you feel that damage, and you see blood droplets just scattered across your arm and your clothing and all that.
Oh no.
Well, that's annoying. I guess I'll use one of my combat inspiration dice to give the lizard a chance.
You're giving it to Quetz? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Good luck, homie.
Now, Quetzal, let me make sure when I miss the creature, an engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action to make a strength check. So I need to take the restrain's on you though, so you still take it. I guess that's with disadvantage then because of that. Okay, Quetzal. So you can, if you want to take an action, you can try to force your way out of this by taking an action and making me a strength check. At this moment, you do not move. You have combat inspiration though. The D8. If you want to use it.
I will use that. 14.
That is exactly what you needed. Frankos, I hope you're still watching. I think I did. Make sure I checked. I did my level update earlier today for my Shadows character. There's nothing at level 4. I think the dwarf actually gets something, but there was nothing on the, I believe, under the skills and all that, if I'm correct, if I read that properly. All right, so you are able to break out, and so that's an action. I guess you still have movement, but it doesn't. So this goes back again that if you move, do I get an op shot on you to try to pull you back in?
What if I don't?
You can stay there if you don't want to move. It looks like it would, I guess, try. Its action is engulfing. Yep, I think I. So yeah, so Frank, Eric, I mean, I think I did. So I got some extra health and a simple trait or something like that instead of taking a language at level 4. So I'm good. I did my homework. Your call.
We're still in the same spot.
I'll give you but it is so you would know, and unfortunately the characters are going to hear it too, that it's if you remember when it's a dex check, a dex save actually for you to move, but that doesn't provoke anything if you do that.
Cool. I will do that. Then I will second wind myself.
Okay. All right. Well done.
That's all I got.
Very nice.
All right, Siren.
All right, I'm gonna do bonus action. And
so he's right. Let me make sure he is right here now.
Yeah,
he's in the same spot.
Poor Linder.
I'll be fine. I have pretty decent deck.
I'm gonna use a blade song.
You're gonna sing to your blade?
I'm going to let my blade sing.
Well, they saw your performance. Is this going to be any better?
This has got to be better. So that's a bonus action. And I think you have it coded quite nicely. I didn't see, does it have the effect on? Yeah, looks like it. All right, let's see this.
So I'm going to move. Jack, I coded that. Actually, I didn't code it. It's actually a module. Just copy it over. But all your stuff is there, sir.
I'm gonna take a. Oh, I wanted to go into that square. That guy there.
There you go.
Should have him targeted. So let's give this a whirl.
Yeah, this is a miss, so there's no flanking on this little creature, folks.
Yeah, just cool. I'm just going to see if I can hit him.
Yeah, you can hit him, but once you come up, we'll explain how I do flanking a little bit differently in this game with advantage. But at the moment, that doesn't happen with the mist. So.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a couple of shots with a short sword. So
knock yourself out.
Oh,
it's our first hit of the night. He gets his first crit. I should have tried to cast the spell.
I should have stuck to what I know. Nice,
right.
Nice.
All right.
All right, so 9 on that one, and we're gonna take a second attack.
Mm-hmm. Your other short sword. He's a dual wielder.
Yeah, nice. And 9 more points. So the crit did the same. I think it's the one. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna actually move 5 more feet here, and I'll that's a bonus action and two attacks for my attack action. I'll pass my turn.
Eric, what time are we playing? Is it 8 o'clock? Let's tell everybody, tomorrow night is our second episode of Shadows of the Demon Lord on Wizards of the Couch. So if you have nothing planned, we got our game here happening. Mech 45, Josh is running Sanguine Isles, but we also have Shadows of the Demon Lord over on Wizards of the Couch tomorrow night. We run it every second and fourth Wednesday. Oh, look at that. He hit him with the lightning. He popped him. He didn't like that video, but he resisted it. So
I will
9 p.m.
do a bonus action with
Okay.
resisted that too.
He punch.
I'm already insane, Eric. You know that. I'm a dwarf. Cigar chomping dwarf. All right, Shadow.
What's the lighting around here?
Negatory. There are none. Bam, fall away.
Okay, I will then bamf. Here.
I want to make sure about that because this is a new. Here, you can bamf. You're doing good. While I check out this, what does it say about lighting? Level.
I'm actually going to use one of my inspiration to reroll that.
Please do so. I do not see any descriptions of this area. Dang it. Hate it when they forget that.
And still miss.
You still miss, sir.
That's 2 1s, a 4, and a 5. There you go.
Ooh, there's another crit.
Bingo.
He killed my list. Hey, dang it! What the hell did he hit it with?
A dagger.
That dagger. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that dagger from him someday.
With a sneak attack and critical.
Yeah,
that was nice damage.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
Yeah,
have
hold
more.
on
I
a
have
second.
more daggers. I'll just give him another one.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me add. This was a rolled up.
I actually have a lot of daggers on me.
Crimson Mist, and I need to check on the mist how they think this thing moves because it says hovering 0 feet, but there's no flying or moving around because then it says it has to move its speed. Well, how the hell does it move? Let me see.
There's extra movement on it.
6. I'm getting the XP for y'all. I'm putting that in. Okay. Nicely done. So they foiled my Crimson Mist. But it was good to use a new monster out of the book. I've been wanting to use more of the stuff. So
I've never seen that before.
okay. Yep. Nice one. Some evil, and you could feel that there was something undead about that creature. And it dies and dissipates with a puddle of blood on the floor.
Quetzal, how did that thing taste?
Send you a message stuff.
Yeah, I see that one. This one's a little. It's similar to that one, but this one's came from the like I said, Cobalt Press. But okay, so they missed. Okay, I see what you're pointing out. The 60 feet on the hover. So they've got a typo in there. I'll reach out to Wolfgang and let them know. See if that was fixed. Because maybe an update that I need to download from the guild, since that's where I got it was one of their. It was their Kickstarter, the last Kickstarter. Thank you very much on that. Cool. All right, gents. You have vanquished. What are we doing?
Of course, what do we do now?
I guess we keep looking around. I don't know.
Well, you were down here the longest, so where should we check out?
Well, I only went up that hallway to the north, and I checked out 3 doors up there. One of them, I think, is the kitchen that was referred to on that copper tube. The other 2, I'm not sure. One of them was just a room filled with smoke. That's at the end of the hallway. And then the other one had some of those little, those floating green guys with the 4 eye stalks. They kind of look like small beholders.
Floating green guys.
Yeah, they're not very pleasant. But there was a tiefling up there in the kitchen washing pots and pans.
Wonder if we could have a conversation with the tiefling. Find out a bit
didn't-
more about the area.
Yeah, well, I guess we can. I don't know. I didn't interact with them at all. They never sound.
Sounds like washing pots and pans doesn't seem too aggressive, so maybe we can let's go that way.
Sounds good.
I will unlock tokens for a moment, so you may move freely. Linder can take y'all to where you're going.
I haven't checked these doors yet.
No, you have
Do we
not.
want to try these doors?
This
And
one's
then we
the
have
kitchen.
Ashwell Trace on, so if we want to try sneaking, we can do that. I'm going to do that.
This one up here is the kitchen door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check for traps.
What
Go
do
right
these
ahead.
doors look like? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
They're stone doors.
Okay. Like everything else we've seen. Nope,
So far,
nothing new.
yeah, yeah. But what I was trying to say, I don't see that there's any type of, for some reason I get the feeling that there should be some lights in this level, but according to the description, Negatory doesn't talk about anything happening on this level. So I'm thinking they needed to flesh this out a little bit more.
I'm gonna go get something. I'm gonna go get something.
We all have
right back.
dark vision or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so now.
We do
Yeah.
because someone has one of us has a special magic item to allow them to have it, and
Yeah,
everyone else
Quetzal.
has
Yeah.
it built in.
There's no traps on that door, Shadow.
I'll attempt to open it.
Yeah, you do. And you see a long hallway, and you see it looks like it opens. There is more to the room, but you can't tell. But
Okay, I guess we can leave this and go take a look at that kitchen.
mm-hmm. There's a door there. That's where Linder. He said he ran to get something to drink real quick, but yes, he points to that door, and that is the door where he saw a tiefling female washing pots and pans.
I'll open the door.
Okay. What was Berg saying? You see... Yes, what you see in this room are sinks lining the walls, full of soapy water, shelves of dishes of cookware, and some damp towel racks. And there is a female tiefling. She comes, you kind of see her move up, and she stands. Her back's to you, and she's scrubbing some dishes. Putting, pulling out
Are there no fires in this kitchen?
The room is filled with. You would think that there would be, where's the? It doesn't tell me, and it's really sad on the description of the area. I don't get an understanding of the, maybe the structure of the walls, other than it's going to still be the same under mountain area and all that. But are there lights anywhere? Because there, I apologize because I don't seem to be seeing that in the description of what's going on here. So buggy, but maybe there's some, some hot water fires happening. Yeah, you would think. Let me see. What's this room up here? That's the kitchen. Okay, so maybe there's some little fire that are underneath a few of them that are heating up some water. Small braziers lit. Maybe there's a little light.
That would explain the moisture in the air.
Yeah, well, you think you got to have hot water to clean.
Right. Well, you need hot water to clean well.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, and a map. Whee!
All right, you wanted to have the conversation, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good point. And the tiefling there is female. You said, right?
She is female. Got a smock on. She cleans stuff, and you see her. She's slamming the towel and they're cleaning utensils onto the pan. She's not being very subtle about her cleaning. You can perceive that she's not liking this. And she, and she scrubs it and looks at it and scrubs some more, then throws it over into another sink that's full of some other water to let it sit. And she grabs another plate, scrubs it, scrubs, and then chunks it in another thing of water.
Yeah, I want to try to sneak up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to sneak also, and I'm going to follow inside so he stays in my 3.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't know why I rolled a plus 18 on that stealth roll.
Because you got pass without trace on, which adds 10 plus 10 to your stealth.
Holy cow. That actually kind of scared me when I saw the 27. All right, God, that's fantastic. I rolled a 9 and I got a 27. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna actually, it's gonna spook her, I'm sure, but I'm gonna sneak up right behind her and I'm gonna be like, don't be afraid.
Apparently, no one knows where I am.
Yeah.
And you get she.
I'll take it.
Yeah, she comes around, and I'm gonna actually give this your own unarmed strike with a pan. A pan comes flying around, and you just happen to back out of the way as she tries to careen you in the face, and she drops everything, on the ground. Ah, who the hell are you? And she, I have lost sound in my hands.
Must have got hit with the pan.
Well, if I'm going to give you a concentration check, so I think I might lose it on my left.
I didn't. Okay, well,
I would say I might lose my concentration on the passive trace from laughing so hard.
Yeah, I understand. Yes. So, and she steps back and she's got this, she got a skillet with her, and she was trying to wield it, and she doesn't seem very adept with wielding the utensil, but she misses, and she's just staring there. She's seeing y'all.
I point at Kieran and say, "Don't be afraid."
And she's like, "What are you doing here? You don't belong here. You must check in with the headmaster. Who are you?" Answer me quickly, or I'll call in the guards.
So he put a message in there saying, "Very sorry."
He needs a minute. Yeah, okay, 1 minute. So, Karen, who proceeded to do the spook maneuver. Now, almost.
You hear me now?
I should. Yeah, now we can. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys.
You were just fitting right in with us tonight.
Yes, that's the comment was hilarious. She hit me so hard I lost sound. I couldn't hear in my headset.
Well, I wanted to connect so hard with that, and she missed. It's because her strength, I don't think, is any better. Yeah, she doesn't have any strength at all. So, you duck out of the way, and she's bug-eyed. She's dropped some plates, and she's looking back over her shoulder to the door back there, and she's looking at y'all, and she goes, she said, "Who are you? You're not supposed to be here. You need to check in with the headmaster. Who are you?"
I say, I'm here to help. Just give me a minute.
What do you mean help? Don't look like I need help? Here, you want help? Then here, take this dish. And she throws a dish at you. Scrub that, some bitch. Scaring me like that. You have no business doing that.
I'll take the dish if I can catch it without getting hit.
Well, that's up to you. Here, yeah, you can catch the dish.
So, in a friendly voice, I say, "Please, just hear me out. We
What?
I'm trying to figure out a bit more about who your headmaster is."
who my headmaster is. Good question. You were going to ask me that. And where is the headmaster's name?
So I'll lean into Shadow and say, "Don't be afraid."
Okay, so headmaster runs. Okay,
Can I use it?
Okay.
I have a cantrip. Sorry,
Mhm.
I have a cantrip called Message, and I want to. If there's time for it, obviously there's not, but if there's time for it, I want to message Shadow and ask him to just kind of move in the room and flank behind this tiefling.
Okay, so you cast message. Okay, 1 second. I gotta figure this out.
Yep.
I can't remember. One, two.
Yeah, okay.
I found it. I can't remember which button it was. When you cast message.
Oh no!
This has happened before. They forget. But you can understand. Oh my God, this is funny stuff. I gotta make sure I get it right. Where is that's damn it, where? Oh my God, don't tell me I lost it. Where? Yeah, then 9:31. Right. Bear with me, folks, because this one hasn't been used in a while. Where is the? I'm gonna have to go all the way back up here. Story. In history. I had it saved, damn it, and I can't. Maybe it's under the features. Okay, yeah, here it is. I got to put it under dungeon features. Okay, put this right. So yeah, you cast the sending spell and you're trying to reach Linder. And what do you send out? What's the message that you send?
So it's not the sending spell. I don't know if it makes a difference. It's actually just a cantrip. Yeah,
yep.
Message. I just asked him if he would, come in the room and flank the tiefling. I think I can do. I don't know how many words there is actually.
I think it's 25.
Yeah, as you begin to say that, you get a reverb back that says,
Alistair's not home right now.
What?
It's in your head. Mm-hmm. And it cuts off. Then Linder doesn't get the message.
All right, that's interesting.
It said Hallister's not home right now, if you didn't understand that.
Hallister, right?
Yeah, Hallister's not home right now. And then cuts you off and goes back. You don't hear anything.
I'm just making a note.
Now back to the pot-wielding tiefling.
Yeah, I had asked her if who her headmaster was. Was the
The wild mage. The wild mage is. Who else would it be?
Is that Hallister?
If that's his name, you tell me.
The wild mage.
Did you say the wild mage or the mad mage?
She said the wild mage.
Okay.
Is the headmaster here now?
He's always here. He never leaves.
And from the time of day point of view, do we have any clue? I know we're in this
Nope.
sprawling. Okay. Was he just at dinner?
Hall. You can go back up to the north, follow the passage, follow the main archway, and go up to the lecture hall to the north. Maybe he's there. But do I look like his keeper? Who the hell are y'all? Y'all don't look like students.
No, we don't. We're here for council.
What council? This is a school. This is a school of magic and wizardry.
I was right. It is Hogwarts.
Yes.
What do you mean? You don't even know where you're at? How are you? What? Where did y'all come from?
We came in through the closet, obviously.
What closet? What?
The closet.
I'm going to go get the guards.
Let's leave.
No need. We'll show ourselves out. Thank you for your help.
Wait, who are y'all?
Bye.
Who are you?
My name is Violence.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Of course.
Yes, we should. Let's extra leave.
Extra leave.
He's washing dishes in here, so I'm not terribly afraid. So yeah.
Are you sure y'all don't need directions?
But she already gave us directions.
Follow the hallway. Oh.
Yeah, follow the hallway to the north, to the lecture hall. Maybe he's there. Or you can, maybe the hag is up there. You can speak with her.
Ooh. Oof.
Nobody speaks your scaly boy language in here anymore.
That's not the point.
All right, let's keep going then.
She actually she responds back to you. Hold on.
Quetzal.
Hold on, she's responding back to Quetzal.
Nice.
She says this to you, Quetzal.
In Draconic?
She does.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Well, what she said.
That was interesting.
What'd she say, Quetzal? And what did you say to her?
She has a sister.
What's that?
She has a sister, and they both have very interesting names.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a Quetzal. He's a character of many words. Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the door with the mini beholders behind it.
Do we want to deal with them?
I don't know. Will they? I don't know if they'll even attack us anymore. I'm not sure.
If this is a school, then they may be students or teachers or something here. Who knows? So they may not be.
do we want to find out?
Well, that room didn't exactly look like a lecture hall, but if I had to guess, it's probably the one at the end of the hallway, all the way up. Because she did say go north. She didn't say go east.
Yeah, she said follow the hallway to the north.
It doesn't mean we can't stop along the way, but
And then y'all have the tunnels. Y'all all see tunnels, excavated out of the walls to the south.
Oh yeah, see that.
So, which one?
So what you said there were some kind of creatures to the north. That's actually kind of interesting. Did they look like, I don't know,
They had
guards?
one big. No, I didn't see that they were dressed in anything. They were just like floating balls of meat with an eyeball and a mouth, and 4 more eye stalks coming off of them.
like memory holders.
Yeah. I mean, they had skin. They weren't just raw meat floating in the air, but
That
you know what I
sounds
mean.
dangerous.
I'm sure they could be managed. They weren't real big.
So what do you guys have generally been just going into every room randomly? We have an
Yeah.
overarching mission.
Find magical objects and sell them for money.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm here to
also
help with
fight
that mission,
things.
obviously.
I open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure he does. All right. Well,
We don't have a Birdman to do that this time.
yeah, you don't. That's right. So you open up the room. You're going to see on light, and in the center of the room, floating there, turning both and actually looking at the door now, 2 of these creatures just floating,
those
looking
dudes are
at you.
ugly.
Oh, here, there we go. Yep.
Well, they haven't attacked us yet, and we're in a school. Hello.
Yep. Makes sense.
We are looking for the headmaster.
They just float there and they look at you.
Is he in here? Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Quetzal.
Oh, okay. Soon as Shadow, you move into the room, you
Oof.
get this. You hear this in your head. You see it, Shadow?
I do. I'm typing something back.
Okay.
With that, I walk forward.
Okay. They just watch you. You see in the nooks there are stacks of books and stacks of parchment. And you see below on the shelf the same message that you hear in your head. You see that written on some embossed copper plating.
Linder, And
Yo.
new guy,
Kieran.
there's some interesting items over here.
Okay.
You
So we're
hear
here
that when
for-
y'all enter. Yeah, they stare intently at Shadow, and all of y'all. Yeah, so all of y'all step in, and in your heads you hear. Oh, sorry. Oops, not draconic. Try that again.
Okay.
Black cloak.
Black cloak. Interesting.
And you see books stacked in one nook and paper stacked in the other.
What are the nooks where shadows at, or the
Yeah, where Shadow's standing at. Yeah.
What are the squares?
Those are nooks. They're like shelves.
Talking about the orange squares. Like that
Oh
one?
no, those are braziers.
What is
Oh,
this, like this-
I forgot all about that. My bad. So, thanks, Brian. So roaring green flames erupt from a pair of 8-foot tall stone braziers, shaped like giant chalices. This is a 20-foot high window. Yeah, green flame, pretty much. Yeah, and they, you can smell the faint scent of natural gas coming from the flames.
So what is this, like a school store or something? Or a library? It's a pretty small library. I have to feel like there's a bigger library somewhere.
Hey, Linda, can you detect if there's any of these books are magical?
I happen to know somebody who can definitely take care of that. He's got a wand, unless you just
I
want
seem
me
to be
cast
missing
the
it from my spell list. Unfortunately, I forgot.
I'll just start casting
What?
detect magic as a ritual, I guess.
None detected. You don't detect any magic. But Linda, looking at the books, they look like beginner spell books stacked up in a pile.
Oh, so are they what? They're empty spell books then?
Well, you haven't looked at one, but
I'll pick one up and look at it.
That means we got to walk up there, right? I think.
Yeah, if you walk up and look at them, yeah, you see spell books, and then the other one is blank paper. The spell books don't look like they've got any paper in them when you're looking at them from the side.
Oh. Okay, so they need to be bound. Gotcha.
They're it's a bound book, but there's no paper in it. So it's like maybe it's loose leaf with 3-ring binders. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Starter. So it's a wizard
yeah,
academy. And...
You're moving close to them, and those creatures begin to hover right, and you see their eye stalks all focus in on you, and you hear that message again.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna take anything.
Yeah, that scares me enough to I want to move away when they try to look at me. That before they were looking at Shadow.
I don't really mind. I'll just put the stuff down.
They begin to hover back down, and their eye stalks, begin to rest.
So they are guards. That's what they're here for.
I'll search for traps on this door.
I don't think you're gonna find any traps in here. We're in a school.
You'd be surprised sometimes.
Give me a roll.
If it were a rogue school, I'd be less surprised.
You don't detect anything.
A rogue school would be dangerous for sure.
Quetzal, you coming?
I'll go back and
He's probably trying to entertain a way that he can salvage something from these if he kills them. So,
No,
he might just want to eat them.
School for magic. He's very bored because
he's gonna make a whip out of the eye stalk.
He is bored. Did you open up the door, Shadow?
I will.
No, you open this up and you see a hallway going off down. 1 second. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
You see a chalkboard on the left hand, the western wall, that has scrawled in common. And a few, it looks like a classroom. There's chalkboard, there's desk, 12 desks, kind of in rows of threes, you know. Very nice. Kind of each desk has some cast iron legs, a sculpted copper seat, and you can see, you know, wooden writing surface, and there's, you know, gouge marks and graffiti marks written on the sides, and, you know, then there along the back wall opposite from the chalkboard is some hooks, stone hooks, a row of stone hooks, kind of shoulder high, medium height, you know, probably looks like you could hang cloaks. And you see that's written on the chalkboard.
I'll move up into the room.
Anyone know anything about that?
Anybody got history of proficiency?
Yeah.
I have
a little
half
bit.
pro.
You have it as proficiency. You may roll her up for me.
I can assist with half pro, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not?
Got history. Roll
Give it
with
advantage.
Roll with advantage then.
Hey, nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have jack of all trades. I'm really good for that.
You succeeded. You paid attention in that class. Go figure. The real boring stuff he pays attention to. You recall that year, 1071 DR, the year of the Lion's Roar, was the year in which the Archmage Ogeron,
Probably Agarian or something like that.
Agarian, yeah, thank you. That's Agarian, yeah, thank you. Agarian, first Lord of Waterdeep, created magic wards to protect his city against the marauding dragons.
Ooh, nice.
Neat.
Sounds like you'll pass the quiz.
Yeah, he would. And you see further into that room, more desk to the north, Shadow, Felinium Shadow. Same setup where you're at. Yep.
These are classrooms. Cool.
Nothing is written on the chalkboard here.
2 doors. Which way you want to go?
North.
Quetzal.
Come on, guys.
You're lagging behind, Quetzal.
You're gonna search for traps.
Huh? None.
I will open the door.
Alrighty. You open up into a long hallway. You can see. You see a door. And you see yeah, long hallway. There's looks like a little little wooden desk bench kind of in across the hallway from where you're looking at. You can see there's some mosaic, or used to be some mosaics or something kind of created on the walls, and all. It looks like they've been chipped away.
It's not macaroni art.
No, it's not macaroni art. So we're cut out finger turkeys. And you see down the hallway here, and that way. Down at the end of the hallway there to the east, something is there. You see somebody moving. There's someone kind of pacing just at the very end of the hallway there.
Can we see what this person looks like?
Faint, dark. You can't really see who they are or what they are, but there's something moved there looking at the wall. Oh, it's a trophy case right there. My bad. I thought there was a bench. Between right there is a empty wooden trophy case. That little rectangular. You move, yeah. Mm-hmm.
think that might be the headmaster.
Could be. Let's go find out.
Should we sneak up on
Let's-
them and yell,
Let's
"Don't be
not.
afraid"?
Let's not startle them this time. Ah!
That worked out well.
It would have been funny if you
Yeah,
got
you almost got hit with a frying pan.
It's a shame I didn't connect. It did.
It really
it did
is.
10d10 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Bludgeoning lightning damage. No, it would have been heat because it was hot from cooking. So fire damage. All right. Anyway, there's a door. Yeah, you see Shadow to the north there. There's an empty trophy case right there, but to your west. And this whoever it is moving, and then kind of stops and is looking. His back is turned to you, and just kind of stares and touches the wall in a couple different spots.
Okay.
I'll stand here and observe.
I tap Kieran on the shoulder and say, "There's somebody over there. Go introduce yourself."
Maybe yell, "Don't be afraid" now.
I can't see that far if there's no light.
Dark
So it's
vision,
just
right?
like a silhouette.
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
60
very
feet,
faint.
though.
Okay, yeah, from where y'all are at, it's very faint. Barely a person that you can see there. Yeah. But you can see the movement. It's some type of, humanoid creature. It looks like it's wearing regular traveler clothes, common clothes you can kind of see that it's wearing. Watching, and you see the whoever it moves and it stops and stares at the wall, touches the wall in a couple spots, and then all of a sudden you notice that it's really weird. All of a sudden it goes, it disappears into the wall, the north hallway. Just floats right through it, and all of a sudden comes right back out, and then stops and stares at the wall again, moves up close to it. Stops, touches it.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You move up, and the reason, you move up, and your vision does not change. You see what long flowing hair. It looks like a female, actually, female human.
Does it look like a ghost or something?
Yeah, the vision, basically your vision of it doesn't get any better. It's very fun. It's a misty creature floating there, and you actually see, she looks like she's walking, but she's actually not. Her feet aren't even touching the ground, and then she backs away. She doesn't turn to y'all. She's just kind of staring at the wall.
I want to watch and see what she does when she goes to the wall.
She's, like I said, she's peering intently. You can see that she's, studying the eastern wall, and she touches it in certain different spots, and then shakes her head, and then moves down and looks a couple more, and it's just looking, stops and just floats there staring at the wall, and then floats back again, and then, all of a sudden floats into the wall. You see this mist just disappear, and all of a sudden she comes back again.
Does it look like she thinks she's opening a secret passage or something?
She's just staring at the wall, looking at different spots at it, not repeating the same, routine, touching different spots of it, shaking her head. Doesn't make any sound, but
I want to put a so I cantrip minor illusion. I want to put a small little mark on the wall right in front of her, just a little flash of light, right, and then disappear it right in front of her on the wall. See if she focuses her attention, and then I'll do another one like a foot to the left, and if she follows it, another one a foot to the left.
Doesn't pay attention to it.
Got it.
I want to try to make out see if there's any like outlines of secret doors or anything.
You can look. You can move up to the wall if you want. You don't see anything.
What about to the north where she went through the wall earlier?
Nope. You see her just floating along, and then all of a sudden just kind of floats as she's looking, goes right through the wall, and comes back again.
Odd. And to the south
just be an
of
imprint.
us.
And there's, oh, my bad. Yeah, there's double doors. Sorry, I didn't show those well enough. Ah! Come here. Boom.
I'll search for traps.
You don't detect any.
I'll open the door.
Smoke billows out of the room.
Oof.
Heavily obscured. You barely can see in there, and it's just full of smoke. Churning in the area. And kind of starts to flow into the, into where y'all are at. But the room itself.
Anyone got anything to handle smoke?
No, not really. That was my problem earlier.
I think the lizard men can hold their breath for long.
I can clear minor amounts of smoke with a cantrip, prestidigitation, but it's probably not enough to do this thing. He said billows.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could try to tag team it on that, because I have that as well.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a shot to see if we can clear anything. Something we can repeat.
Yeah.
What can we do? And it's definitely a smoke. Like, is it a smell?
It's smoke. Yeah, and it fills up the room, and also, you're watching it, and
Does it smell like smoke too?
Yep. And it becomes even thicker as it tends to fill up the room, and it spills out into the area, and it's starting to fill in the area where y'all are at, and it just keeps pouring out of that room.
Is our prestidigitation attempts to clear the smoke making any dents?
Nope. Well, I don't know. You get so it'll puff it away, and it'll open up a pocket of room, and then it'll fill back up.
Yep. And this ghost, that's what we're calling it at least.
Just moves. It's still moving. Yeah, it's still not. It's not. It just
no
moves.
Change in its behavior.
No change in what it's doing. It just looks. Yep.
I'm gonna drop down to the floor and see if there's a space where there's no smoke at the bottom of the room.
It's completely full.
Lovely.
Oh man.
I can't even use my fire preparedness knowledge. Can we reason with the smoke?
Is there heat inside? Do we feel any kind of heat from the fire or something inside?
Cool, good question.
The smoke has definitely got a temperature to it. Yeah.
Is there a source? Is there a fire or something?
You can't see it. The room is you're almost immediately blinded if you were to look into the room.
Okay. It just seems
Anyone have blind sight?
I know somebody who's got that ability. It's
Ant-Man.
Man.
Is it blind sight? Is that's the dagger?
Yep.
Now I have the attunement button checked. Is that I'm attuned to it then by now, right?
Yeah, you're I gave it to you. Yeah.
Gains blind sight. I'm not exactly sure what blind sight does, but am I able to see through that smoke with blind sight, or at least detect movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, think Daredevil.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Can even detect people that are invisible with that.
I want to move to this doorway and see if this smoke has any harm. Does any harm to me?
No, it's smoke. It's fire smoke. It's the real deal.
All right, so that's going to be very tough to breathe.
That's correct.
Hey, I can check this room out, but it's going to be a bit slow go. I can actually bubble myself here and move into this room without having the smoke effect bother me. Now, I guess that's up to you as a DM. It's called Autoluke's Resilient Sphere.
1 second. Let me read what you've got here. I don't know that one yet. So, a sphere of shining force encloses a creature.
Yeah, Nihilist said that it basically makes a hamster ball.
Nice.
Nothing.
It's a
non-physical
barrier that effects can't pass through, but I can breathe. It says, and that's, I think the breathing part is the big if you want to make, if that's acceptable.
Nothing. Not physical object, energy, or spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out. So a creature in the sphere can breathe here. The sphere is immune to all damage. It's basically your bubble boy.
Yeah, it seems like a really awesome spell.
Yeah, hamster. Hey, he's hamster boy. Okay, well, yeah, hamster boy. Okay.
So the idea, the use I would do is it so that I can move it, but half my move. So I would bubble myself, and then
I got you.
Would not be able to see, but with the dagger, maybe be able to make out what's in the room.
Yeah, well, that's if you want to try it.
Yep. I'll take the spell. It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you got to check it off. Yep, you cast the spell, and you begin to bubble hamster maneuver into the room. What you're going to see is this. Oh,
now it's a concentration spell. I'm going to use message to pass back the cantrip. Oh, if it works, it may not work. I assume it might.
I don't think so.
But I'll try it to pass back.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. As I enter the room, I'm gonna give cantrip message cantrip another shot and try to send Shadow a message. Hey, I see a door on the west wall. Let's see if that one goes through. I assume I get sound bite.
No one's home right now. Call back later.
That's fantastic. Okay, I'll move around.
All right, you move around in the room, and you're going to see 2 braziers that are here. Well, 5-foot braziers. Another one in the, oops, I don't want that. Come here. Here. That are pouring out the smoke.
They're not on fire, though?
Just letting you know, it's a brazier bowl. And he looks and he's staring, he barely see there are dozens of tiny holes cut in the brazier where the smoke is seeping out. So they're full stone encased.
So I want to investigate this one as best I can. I don't know what the limits of blindside are, but
you just can see the outline. You can see the outline of a stone brazier bowl. It's kind of built into the floor, kind of come out of the floor, and the cover of the top of it's it's not opened like a regular brazier. It's got a rounded top to it, and there's all these holes in it, and you can kind of see the smoke is flowing out of the holes, and there's heat coming from the stone.
And I can't tell if it could be pushed over or anything like that, right?
Nope. Looks like it's built out into the floor. You can definitely tell that.
Sounds like a job for Create Water.
Imagine that cool spell. I'm going to move on down.
I'll give you the whole room. You kind of look at it all, and you see doors to the south, and the two braziers in that, and you see there's not much else.
These doors are closed to the south.
They're closed also.
And nothing on the walls.
Nope.
The floor is smooth and flat.
You couldn't see what was on the walls anyway. So you don't see pictures or anything, but that's it.
I want to see if I can't. So basically, the way I picture this is I'm kind of in a bubble and I'm rolling that bubble as I move around half my speed. I'm going to try to roll into this door and see if I can't push the door open. I don't know if that's possible. That could be a stretch, but
doesn't do anything.
Got it.
You hit
Same
it.
thing.
I call in the room and say, "What do you see?"
Anything? Can I push this door at all or no?
Nope, nothing happens there.
All right, I'm going to roll myself.
You hear Felinio yell into the room. What do you see?
No, I'll roll myself back out. Can I talk in the bubble?
I mean, if it's just a bubble of force, I wouldn't see why not.
It lasts a minute. It may be up.
Yeah,
so
you would have floated around. Yeah, with all you did, you came out. It was just in time.
You can also just drop it if you want.
Yeah,
I would prefer not. But time's up. That's fair enough.
This time's up. It was only for a minute. Yeah.
So I explained that there's, into a few feet into the room to the west is a door. A little bit further south in the room on the east is a door, and there's doors, big double doors to the south. There's two braziers that are emitting all the smoke, and they are consistently just pouring smoke.
Is there anything in the room to cover those things?
He did not see anything.
Yeah,
that's odd.
It does appear that these braziers are of some sort of magical smoke. They weren't necessarily that hot. Well, actually, I don't know that. I wouldn't take damage from standing next to them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any massive flames or anything, so I assumed that this is there's some kind of magic at stake here.
Yeah, either that or they're getting fed from a fire somewhere else and getting piped in.
Yeah, the braziers were attached at the floor, so that could be possible. Something below them. Could I gauge whether or not it felt, from my point of view, it felt like we could potentially hold our breath and get to those doors, either one, if we wanted to, as long as it opened.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a short little run over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever the 5 foot square. Okay.
Well, yeah. So you would have to everybody else has no idea where they're at, and y'all, when the door's there, you can't see not even a foot in front of you.
So we'll have to hold hands.
Yeah, exactly. You've got an issue as far as they would have no idea where the doors are at and where they're going in this room. So you would have to, I guess, fall on the walls. So, but you've got the brazier. Anyway, you can figure it out. So I'll throw wrenches in your system as best I can.
That's what DMs are made for.
That's right. Ain't giving nothing for free.
Well, we have a pretty good understanding of how to get to the doors if we wanted to pursue them, and clearly there's some defense mechanism here. There's a reason for the smoke. It's not just whatever this room is. This is just a gateway. There's nothing else in that room.
I want to get to those doors.
Yeah, kind of do too. Especially curiosity, Now, the problem here is we could trigger a trap. Can we get stuck in that room? We got a real problem.
Yeah, not a fan.
Well, it didn't seem like you triggered any traps walking through there.
And I couldn't open the doors. Yeah, that's right, but I couldn't open the doors. I can get in and out of that room pretty easily if I get locked in. I can just teleport out.
Yeah, me too, actually.
And I can take one person with me.
I can't take anybody with me, but I can cast Long Strider on everybody who can't teleport.
Ooh. It's so cool.
Make it.
Your ghost just keeps moving along.
Okay, let's do this then.
That thing does. Yeah, I'm in. I think we can do this.
Okay.
I think that I'm happy to go first to open the door. We probably should do the handheld thing to keep everybody in line.
Try going to the first door, the closest door first.
Yeah, agree.
If something happens and we get stuck, we make for this door that we came in.
Yeah, you just head north to the wall and work your way east from the door I take you to. All right. Everybody good? You want to give this a whirl? Seems a little odd.
I'm down.
Sure. Do we want to figure out an order?
I'm not that worried about it. I doubt we'll be accosted in here. It's a school. I think if anything was going to attack us, it was going to be the little mini
ghost?
beholders. Or that, yeah. I feel like if something was going to outright attack us, it would have happened already.
Just stay frosty.
Ha. Yeah, that.
Okay, I'm happy to go first. And
Okay.
Here, Shadow, take my hand.
I'll take his hand.
Grab my strong arm.
All right, so what are we doing here now? Tell me one more time.
So
we're walking hand in hand.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'll connect with Shadow, and my expectation is that we'll form a chain.
That's fine.
And I'll pull them through to south a bit, and then I'm going west to the wall, and then I'm going south to where I thought the door was.
You'll find the door. Okay, so y'all can move
right
along.
And right away, I'm going to try to open that door.
All right, so everybody so everybody's in a line, so put yourself in a square. There you go. Quetzal, you're bringing up the rears always. There you go, Quetzal. So you open a door. Yes. And you begin to see into a room. Uh-oh. Oh, thanks, Eric. Appreciate the purchase. Yeah, you begin to see. You're immediately accosted by the smell of what is definitely rotting meat. It's just... And you're going to move into the room because everybody else is...
Yep. When you said accosted, I just wasn't sure what that...
Yeah,
what all
so
that
it's a smell. And you begin to see there are tables, 5 tables in this room. So you begin to move in. Everybody else starts moving into the room quickly because that was the plan.
Yep.
All right.
That's
and yeah, so you see 4 tables in the center of the room. Let's just put them... Table. 1 second. Let me draw these. Table.
Does the smoke keep happening?
The smoke is still building. You're gonna have to shut the door.
Yeah, that's the point. That was what I was asking.
Yeah. It's gonna keep. Yeah, it's gonna keep pulling in. And you got a table here. All right, and free gift chest for you, Eric. Did you want another chest, Eric? Now, I'm assuming you're, 1 second. That was, where's my redemption? Hold on a second. I'm assuming your Twitch channel, let's see. Yep, there we go. You got a new chest, Eric. No, you're done. You got it. It's easy to do. I'm multitasking like Danny. No, I'm joking. Don't get back to him because he'll yell at me. There are 4 tables, and there are you see.
Whoa! Look at how good you hit him.
Uh-oh.
You hit him real good. Good job. Not being sarcastic.
Critical
No, really. You hit him real good.
hit for poor old Quetzal. Okay, so Quetzal. Oh wow, Loco thinks there's going to be a combat already. Okay, well, so Quetzal comes out automatically with a critical hit. So what you see are 4 tables, and they're like hospital. They're gurney tables. Okay, and there are white sheets covering something underneath the sheet, and the sheets are stained. Okay, wooden trestle tables in the middle of the room. There is a 5th table. Let's put it where do I want the 5th table? We'll put it right back over here. It's up against the wall, and there is a barrel next to it, and it's covered with dark stains. The table is too. Along the north wall here is a row of copper pneumatic tubes, about 13 of them, and there are then a canister and shelves underneath each tube. And there are indicators underneath each one, or maybe, Millennial's seen them before.
Yeah, I'll read the labels.
Yeah, the labels. Okay, so the labels say in order from left to right. First one says turbulence. Second one says violence. Third one says karstis. Next one says Yerrick, spite, Scarana, vacant, Cephalosk, Elan, Nihilus, Hallister, kitchen, study hall.
Guess that's the population of this place.
Yeah, and they all report into this room for whatever reason.
Yep.
So
behind y'all,
what is this room?
Yeah, and then y'all begin to notice something else hanging here, almost kind of directly behind each table, but against the wall are hooks, hanging hooks mounted on the wall and from the ceiling, and there seems to be 4 mostly intact human corpses gouged into these hanging hooks.
This is an interesting school.
Yeah, let's go.
What's on the tables in front of us?
4
tables.
I'd rather not find out.
4 wooden trestle tables, and there's something definitely under. There's 4 big white sheets atop the tables, and they are covering.
I pull one of the
something.
sheets off.
You're looking at a large. It's a human body. Fairly good size, and it's got incision marks all over it. It's got incision and sewed marks where the joints are at and where the neck is at. Elbows, the knees, the
Does it look like someone's making golems in here?
I think this is the necromancy wing.
It looks like they're. I'm just letting you know what you see.
When you say they're sewn,
oh, he's about to open that barrel, and I'm not interested.
Well, there's a table there that he moves up to, and it's got. You begin to see saws and needles and spools of black thread, and you other see little hacks off of decaying flesh, and then you look into the barrel, and it's got various stages of human body parts in decay just dumped into the barrel.
I dumped the barrel out.
It's just
I'm leaving. I'm going to Misty Step into the other room.
I believe with Misty Step, you have to be able to see your destination.
Oh, Linder, come
You're
back.
a destination.
You dump out. Well, yeah, you dump out. There's a bunch of.
I took the trip into this room. I'll walk out. I'll just follow the wall.
It's some arms and legs.
Heck that.
And
Heck
a few
you, nerd.
other. It's maybe a half an ear and
when I hang out with the ghost.
Just and it's all rotted and gangrened and bugs crawling on it, and you dump it out on the floor right there. Quetzal may think it's dinner.
Do I see anything else in this room?
As you when you finish dumping out that barrel, right as you can, a little wooden chest, little coffer, about the size of a maybe half of a shoebox, kind of is down the bottom, kind of rolls out onto the ground too.
I'll take a look at that.
Probably soggy.
You see, no, actually, it's a little wooden coffer, and it's got some tiny little air holes bored into its side.
Air holes? Is that
I'm glad I left now.
There's little holes bored into the side of this little wooden coffer. Yes.
Can I open it?
You can open it.
Oh, I'm glad I left the room now.
You open it up, and a little frog is sitting in the coffer, looking up at you. A little frog. It's you see breathing. It's just going, it's just kind of stares up at you.
I'll take the frog out.
You pick it up, and it goes, and a gem comes out of its mouth.
I'll pocket that.
Hey, hold on now.
Hold on, I gotta.
I'll sleight of hand that.
It's too late. I was right here. I saw that shit.
I'm gonna put a gem. 1 second. All right. That's up to you. You want to try to sleight of hand it against his perception?
It's too late. I'm right here. I saw it come out of the frog's mouth.
He did kind of see it spit out into your disadvantage roll in the perception check. Looks like we have a first magic trick. So, Shadow, you may roll me sleight of hand. You think maybe your eyes are still kind of fuzzy from the smoke, Millennial. But apparent. Oh wow, that's like I don't. Oh, you could roll it out in the open, but you would have had a disadvantage. So, someone's standing in the way while he moves over. Yeah. So, unfortunately, you didn't see him take the gem. I know, but he's got a frog sitting there, and it looks very pleased to be out from underneath the grim grizzly of the barrel.
I show him the frog. You're into creatures.
It's a little bitty tree frog. And it is a real frog.
I'll take the frog, but where'd that gem?
Not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, you are.
I know nothing.
You picked up the frog and it spit out a gem. Where did it go?
It went Bribbit.
I think I lost it.
It was an eyeball. It was an eyeball.
You didn't see no damn gem.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Anyways,
it's kind of neat. You found a frog in this barrel.
Tables.
Was there anything else in that barrel? Shadow?
No, that
looks like limbs and stuff.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And under each of these tables is a dead corpse that's kind of sewn together.
Well, he only pulled off one blanket. He pulled off the third one there, I'm assuming is why that arrow's there. So
that was mine. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. That was where I was at. Kieran.
I did the second one down.
okay, yeah. There's a body there. He did that one.
And
That's fine. Yep.
These look like they're sewn
Together.
together from the same body or different bodies.
All different body parts.
Oh, creepy.
Could be even some of the stuff that's hanging on the wall missing. You might be able to piece a few together, but they're not enough bodies here, even with the parts in the barrel and what you see hanging. So
Yeah, I'm with Linda. I've had enough of this room.
Well, we can go straight. No, let's go back. Yeah, you're right. We need to go find Linder. I agree with you. Let's get out of here.
Ribbit. Ribbit. You'll have,
took the frog?
you'll have a frog and an awakened plant now, Flinnial.
Yep. When we get back to the tavern,
right,
I'll put the
that's
frog
right.
in the plant, and he can live in the.
That's right. Okay, we're gonna hold right there, so y'all can plan the next time, depending on if you're gonna go to the room or what else you're gonna do. But we will hold here for the evening.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Yep. We'll hold. I've stormed moving. I can see the lightning out. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to take the chance for the rest of the session. So we'll call it here a little bit early for the night, folks. Thanks for everybody participating. Eric, thank you for dropping in. Eric Frankhouse is our GM for our tomorrow night session on Wizards of the Couch for our Shadow of the Demon Lord. Please come over and watch. I believe we have more dice to give away tomorrow night. Is that correct, Eric? I thought I saw on the post in our deal. So yes, we do have dice. You have more dice from Norse Foundry. I believe that is Norse, right? Gaming. They are the sponsors of the show, and doppelgangers from Norse Foundry. That's right. So look up them. You'll see the dice we're giving away. We do the cards, the loot system there also on the channel. That you can affect different times of the game. And Eric just loves the cards, so please buy them all and give him all the good stuff so that he can't kill us, because he's like me with aliens. He's going to try to kill us. I know it. He doesn't admit it, but I know it. I can see it in his eyes. But yes, I'm learning that game. I'm slowly enjoying it. Written by, oh my gosh, Shadow of the Demon Lord is about horror death. Yes, right. But it's the author, my God, Rob Schwab. I knew it was Robert Schwab. Yes, thank you. I had the pleasure of meeting him at Cobalt Con for the first time last year. But anyway, so yes, that's tomorrow night. Thursday night, we will be dark, but we will start up. Next Thursday, the 7th, will be... yeah, it was. We had a nice good time, a good bit of drinking there that night. But yeah, the 7th, we start up Yawning Portal for the Thursday night boys. But starting Friday night, actually Thursday night, we'll have some stuff on Wizards of the Couch, though. I'm forgetting Who's Monsters Anyway and Strange are encounters that will be Matt and Danny will be rolling up with some new guests as we kick off virtual tabletop Cobalt Con through the 1st through the 3rd. Running some games. I know Satine's coming on to do a social hour. I'll be running Aliens Saturday night for the channel. And we've got several other groups that will be streaming. Tim Kask and a few others going to be streaming some games on Wizards of the Couch for Cobalt Con. And it's 9 p.m. Tomorrow night, Central Standard Time, for Shadows of the Demon Lords here. Maybe running as well. Okay, Eric, so maybe running something also. So we're still planning out what we're going to be running on the channel all weekend. I still have Friday night Lost Mines of Fandover, the North American tour will be the North Americans Friday night, and then Sunday at 2 o'clock will be the British Invasion. The British group will be playing Lost Mines of Fandover here on this channel. So we still got plenty of programming going on throughout the week. Gentlemen, good job. Siren, welcome to the show. Good job. Way to use your reject abilities. I apologize that I couldn't hit you upside the head with a frying pan to really work you into the game properly.
Thank you.
Yep. But if not, good job as always. We will see y'all back here, like I said, tomorrow night for Tales of the Sanguine Isles, and then Shadow of the Demon Lord over on Wizards of the Couch. And full week of programming. Take care. Be cool. Peace. Alrighty, we're out. Good job, gents. Okay. Wonderful. Any questions? Karen, any Duff? Let's see what you got. So far, I think you got the you did get a little though. Yeah, Crimson Mist. Yeah.